Hello, students, and welcome to Tuesday, March 24th, in your daily video. And it is a great day to be a junior Potter, so let's just jump right into it. Up above me are some general announcements for the green team here. First off, make sure that by 11 a.m. each day, you are checking into the attendance form. Sleeping in until 2 o'clock is not a good excuse to not check into the attendance form, so make sure that you're doing that. Second, starting today, Tuesday, March 24th, all your assignments are going to be due for all the classes the next day at 9 a.m. So why we're doing that is that so that when you're getting the new information, we're gathering in the stuff that you did the previous day so that we have time to look through it as you're starting to work through today's content and give you some of that guidance and some of that feedback back that we normally would when you're, being able to ask questions and stuff during the day if we were actually in school. The third thing that we are doing is that there are going to be grades that are in PowerSchool. Remember, these will not count towards your final grade yet, but we are putting grades in PowerSchool, so you'll see little check marks or actual scores going on there, and you'll also see the yellow missing indicator in there. That means that you are missing something for that subject. We sent about 60 emails home yesterday to parents asking to check in on one or more of your assignments. So make sure you check that to see what things you are missing. And possibly later today, you'll get another email reminder to make sure that you've completed said assignments. So those are the general announcements for the green team. If any of those things get confused with you, contact me. I'll be glad to sort things out for you. Now, what we're doing in science today, we're going to try something new. So I'm going to walk you through that process in just a little bit. But first off, if you haven't done the March Mammal Madness Round 1 update yet, make sure that you do that by 5 o'clock today, because at 5 o'clock I'm going to put everybody's name onto a list, and I'm going to start sorting them by who has ranked highest. And you'll get a shout out in tomorrow's video as far as who is the top ranked points there. If your picture is not uploading to the classroom, do not worry about it whatsoever. I don't want you to stress about the picture not uploading. All you have to do is just submit for me your point totals and then hit turn in, and we'll be A-okay. I just need those point values so I can start fiddling around with our list there. I'm working on a way to get everybody's picture sent without a problem. So by the time round 2 comes along and we got all the results for round 2, we'll be able to have something where you can post your bracket on there. Now, on to today's stuff. You should be watching today's video right now. Hopefully you are. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing. But what we're going to do today is we're going to complete some notes because we're going to go into some new topics. Our new topic today is going to be artificial selection. And what artificial selection is when we take natural selection, but we as humans, have selected for what trait is going to be favored and what trait is going to be unfavored in the environment. So we're going to look at two methods of that. One of the methods is selective breeding, where we're just breeding the good trait into some of the species and taking away the poor trait by not letting them breed. And the other way is through genetically modified organisms, where we are actually messing with the DNA of animals to suit our own needs for whatever it is there. So you'll be looking at both of those things today. How you're going to do that is I've got the announcement brought up on the classroom post here. And step number 4 for you is how you're going to complete this. I've got a direct link to the Pear Deck on there, so you could use that. If it asks for a classroom code, I have the code listed right there as well. It is ZQPOF. But if you click on that direct link, it should take you right there. And I'm going to show you what that is here in just a little bit. At the bottom where you're watching this video, you're also going to find a link to that thing. It might just say sign in to your Google account, because when you go to Pear Deck today, you're going to sign in with your school email. And I'm going to show you how that looks by clicking on the actual link here. You're going to load it up. It'll ask how you're feeling today. Give me an honest answer. I'm feeling great because it's a great day to be a junior Potter. And then you're going to you're going to go right into our notes here. And this is the first title screen that you'll end up seeing. And I'm going to actually bring up just the screen only here so that you can see full screen how things will work with it. So the first thing is just the title screen here. So you'll notice that there's no question, there's no thing in the corner here, because we've done these Pear Decks in the past, and there's usually something on the side here that has you fill something out. When you click on the next slide, you're going to have a little answer bubble over here to the side. On each one of the slides, there's going to be this pink section. I'm going to blow this up here so you can see it a little bit more here. There's going to be this pink box. This pink box has the question that you are basically going to address. And for a lot of these, there are things that you're going to have to write out a little bit. Unless it says give it to me in a complete sentence, you do not have to give it to me in a sentence. You can just give it to me in the complete thought for the answer. Some of them are going to use the information off of the slide. Some of them are going to have you apply some of the information from the previous slides to different examples. When you type in your answer, like answer goes here, that's my answer, it is going to give you a little check mark in the side here. When it gives you the check mark, that means it has saved your answer and you are free to move on to the next slide here. So we're free to move on to the next slide. And you can type in the answer to this one. Let's go, answer goes here. If you're worried about it not saving, if you click on the check mark again, it'll resave it and it'll give you that check. Since this is the first time that you're doing it, here, I'll go to a fresh page here that I haven't messed with. So see, there's no check mark yet in the corner. I'm going to talk about how we can breed cows for making more milk. Cows, cows, cows. And you can see as I'm typing that in, boom, it checks me off almost instantaneously. That has saved your answer. Now I'll show you what it looks like from the teacher side so you can see how quickly it saves here. I'm going to load up my teacher dashboard, and how it's going to tell me who is answering what. It has your name, and then it tells me what your answer is for everything. So I'll be able to go through and see what answers you have given for each of the responses here. So there's my cows, cows, cows. It'll tell me if you got rid of your answer or not, because it'll save as soon as you like backspace anything. So it'll save me that answer. So you can just see that I typed in cows, cows, cows just a little bit ago, and there it is popping up for me. So how I'm going to look to make sure that you did your notes is I'm going to make sure that you have answered each one of the questions just like I would with any kind of worksheet or whatever going through there. For the multiple choice, it just shows it as a giant graph, and we'll actually maybe look at some of these in the review for the next day. But that is it. When you get to the last slide and you got the check mark for the last slide, you are done with this today. There is nothing you need to do from the classroom standpoint of going through and rechecking things in through the classroom. All you have to do is just fill the stuff out on Pear Deck and you should be A-okay. As long as you're seeing those check marks, you're going to be good. If you have any questions about how that works, please do not hesitate to email me, but follow the links, watch this video, and you should be good. And just remember, it is a great day to be a junior Potter.